So we are leaving this now. I want us to talk about the channel rack. Okay, let's go to the channel rack. This is a channel rack here. Let me close up all these ones. Channel rack is actually an interesting place. To me, this is the most important part of FL Studio, and it's actually a large part of what sets it apart from other DAWs. Okay, if you check other DAWs, they don't actually have what is called channel rack. I've not seen one. So I am going to delete the sounds I added. Okay, I'm going to delete these ones. Okay, so you can see that by default it loads up with 4 stock sounds. The 4 stock sounds I talked about earlier, these are the stock sound you can actually get to work with. You have the kick here, okay, you have the clap here, you have the hat here, then you have the snare. Okay, you can use this, but feel free to use your browser's knowledge to get good sounds. You can come back here to this all, then you go to pack. Under this pack, of course, you see drums. If it is a kick you want to replace, you go to kick. Okay, look for kick that sound nice. You can use this, just drag it. This is what I did. You simply left click on the kick you want in the browser, then you drag it. Left click, hold it down, then drag over this kick here. Anyone you drag over here, it will definitely replace it. Okay, now so it is a kick I want to replace. You can drag and replace. Okay, now the kick will sound different now. Okay, now that is the thing. Now if it is the clap you want to replace, of course you can actually go and look for where clap is. I think we saw clap here. Can take one here, can drag this, same thing here, replace. If it is hat you want to replace, of course you can see hi-hat here. Which one do you want to replace? You can drag, same thing. And if it is snare, of course you can look for snares. Okay, depending on the kind of snare you want to use. And this one has a little touch of clap. You can actually just drag it and replace. That is how it works. By default, your channel rack may not even be as wide as mine. Now, of course, this is the thing. Yours might just be like this. Now, as I take this to the end of the channel rack, you can see that it changes to an arrow. Okay, arrow left and right. So you can just left click on it rather, and drag left. Now this is what will load up as a default on your own. But then you can actually open it up, keep dragging it. All right, so that is the thing. But then let's stick with this as we get to work together. These things you are looking at here, they are called step sequencers. These are step sequencers, and these are actually the key parts of the channel rack. It allows you to quickly sketch out any idea you might have conceived, any idea of any beat you want to make that you might have conceived. This will actually allow you to sketch it out. To add step, all you simply need to do is to left click on the boxes. Just left click on the box and it will add a step. You left click, it will add a step. Another thing you can do, depending on whatever step you want to add, and provided you know the kind of step you are adding, you can actually also drag. Just left click and drag and it will add steps. To delete steps, all you just need to do is to right click and drag. Just the same way you left click and drag to add steps, you can also right click and drag to erase steps, okay, or to delete steps. Same thing here, same thing here. So let's say if I want to add steps to this now, so all I just need to do is to left click, left click, left click, left click. And by the time I play that, you can see that. If I now want to add something else to this now, this is my clap, or let me use the snare. I could just say, okay, fine, I should use the snare here. 1, 2, okay, then 1 and 1. Okay, let's hear it. See that? Let me add the hi-hats. Okay, just left click, 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 left click. Let's see. So you can see that with this, you can actually get to work without using the piano keyboard or without getting to use any other MIDI keyboard to get to work with. You can actually get to use this, or without even you using any drum pad to work here. That is why FL Studio is easy to use, okay, without you racking your brain or stressing your life out on how you can get a MIDI keyboard or getting any other drum pad you can get to use. With your mouse and your laptop, you can just get to create a nice beat, okay? So follow this training. At the left of the sequencer, you will find the title of each channel in the box. In this box, you can see this here. You can see this here. You can see this. To get to see the title clearer, you can take your cursor to this dot here. It changes to arrow left and right. You can left click and drag right and it will open it up. You can also drag left and it will close it up. So you can see the title of each of these stock sounds here, or each of these sounds here. You can see that this kick here is 909 kick. You can see attack clap 01 as I picked somewhere from somewhere up there. Now you can see attack hat 01. You can see attack snare 03. So these are the names or the title of each of these sounds here. Right beside this title, you will see the LED, these LED indicators here. Depending on any one that is selected, to know which LED is selected, you just need to click on it. This shows you that this 909 kick is the one selected. I'm talking about the LED by the right hand side of the titles. So you see that this is what is selected here. Now this is what is selected here. Now this is very flexible. In what sense? In a sense that if you are using a MIDI keyboard and you want to play this on a MIDI keyboard, as you click on it and you play on this, it will show you that this is the LED selected, and anything you play on the keyboard will go on the selected ones, and this is also applicable to all of these. The green LED here determines whether the channel is on or off. Left click to turn them on or off. I've turned them off now. Even if I play everything, now can you see as I played, nothing is playing, nothing is sounding out. Now you can also left click to turn them on. Now you can hear that. You can hear that. You hear that. Okay. Now you can right click to solo. Now I have right clicked this one now on this particular one. Then I can get to solo it. Okay. Can right click on this one and get to solo this one. Right click on this one to solo this one, but then you can left click to turn these ones that are off. You can turn them on. Now remember, the LED here is actually for you to get to select which of the sound to play on if you want to play with your play through your MIDI keyboard. Okay, so that is it. You can stop it now. The two knobs here are for volume and panning. Now the one on the right is for volume. Okay, so this one here is for volume. This is for volume on this, for this particular one. This is for the volume of this particular one, and this is for the volume of this particular one. Now the one on the left is for panning. What do I mean by panning? That is when you want to make a sound left or right. For instance, let me solo this particular kick. Now right click and solo. Let me play it. Now if you notice this kick, it is sounding on the center. Even the monitor here, okay, the monitor here is showing you that okay, both right and left are sounding on equal velocity. By the time I left click on it, push up, you can see it is now sounding on only the right speaker. Even the indicator here is telling you that, oh, only the right speaker is sounding. Now, by the time I start bringing it, left click on it again, and I start pulling it down, you can see the other speaker is coming back. You can even hear it, okay? And of course, you can pull it to the center. By the time you pull it to the center, you will see that the indicator here that was orange will automatically change to white. That shows you that it is on the center. Now I can pull it to the left too as well. Now as you can hear, the sound is gradually going to the left speaker. It's gradually going to the left speaker, and to the point that totally it is sounding on the left speaker, and that is exactly what we are talking about here. Okay, now you can also do something by just right clicking on it and click on reset. Automatically it will go to the center. You can see that automatically it goes to the center. This that I just showed you is great for mixing on the go. What am I trying to say? Probably you have these ideas, right? You are trying to sketch these ideas out, because this is what this channel rack does. It allows you to get to sketch these ideas out. Now, while sketching these ideas out, and you still have these ideas on how you want to get to pan it, probably when you want to go into the proper mixing, how you want it done, this actually helps you to get that done. Okay, it's great for mixing on the go without you having to bring up the mixer. The numbers next to these knobs determine mixer routing, which we'll explore later in the course of our training. Up in the top right, there are few buttons. By clicking the mini step sequencers button, swaps all steps to note on the piano roll. Look at it here. Alright, so you swap all steps to piano roll. Now, concerning piano roll, we are not going to talk about that now. So let's click back so that everything can change to step sequencers note. Next to it are the bars. By clicking the bars, it brings up the graph editor. This is a graph editor, and this allows you to fine-tune the velocity, the pitch, and other parameters of each step or note. So you can actually get to fine-tune the notes, the velocity. You can get to do so many things here. Now remember, like I said, this is what is highlighted. That is why you can see that this is on this, this is on this, this is on this, and this is on this. Now, if I highlight this one, now you can see. Or if I select this one, now you can see this is the one that is selected here. Remember, like I said, it is on each of these notes. Here, there is nothing here. So now you can see that this is quite empty. So if I go back here, you can see this is the hi-hat here. Now, I want to solo the hi-hat here so that we can hear what I'm trying to do here. Okay? You can hear that. Now, by dropping this, I'm just going to left click and bring it down. You can see the velocity has dropped. You can see that. Now if I bring this up, can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, so that's how this works. So this is where you get to do a lot of fine-tuning. Okay, oh, sorry about that. That's not where we are right now. We are here. Okay, so you can see that. You can see that. Can we bring them to the... Okay, but then let me bring them down. So now if you want to pan right, left, okay, this is where you get to do the panning. Okay, now you can see everything is on the center here. You can get to pan left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. You can see how they divide themselves to the speakers. Okay, we're going to talk about the fine-tuning and the release and all these other ones later, the shift and every other thing later. All right, but for now, let's stop at this, because remember I said it is the basic we are discussing right now. Okay, but by the time we go deeper into the production process, then you will learn how to use other things. Okay, so let's leave it there for now. In our next video, we are going to be discussing the piano rolls, other buttons you need to know, or other tools you need to know in FL Studio, like all these tools you are looking at here, you need to know in FL Studio. And also we are going to be discussing the mixer and how you can get to use the mixer and how you get to route the mixer, where you can actually get to customize FL Studio to your own taste, where you get to import sounds and get to add some other sounds in your FL Studio. If you have not subscribed to our channel, ensure you do that so you don't get to miss out of any of these trainings. And if you have not started following us, follow us on all the social media handles, where you will be getting updates whenever we post a new video, so that you get to benefit from each of the video we post. All right, so see you in the next video.